All right, today we're going to break down a brand new AI technique that is completely changing the game for marketers. It's called the static ad machine, and it lets you test ad creative at lightning speed for free. Let's get right into it.
I mean, really think about this for a second. What if you could just completely take the guesswork out of creating ads? Imagine having an almost infinite stream of new, high-performing ads without spending another dime on new photo shoots or graphic designers. That's the core idea of what we're about to unpack.
Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we've got to talk about the problem every single marketer faces, the dreaded creative bottleneck. Then we'll introduce the solution, this new ad machine. After that, we'll dive into two super powerful tactics, iterating on your own winning ads and remixing your competitors' templates. And finally, we'll tie it all together to show you how this becomes a non-stop growth flywheel.
All right, so first up, let's dive into a pain point that, look, if you've ever run digital ads, you know this feeling all too well. It's that constant, expensive, and just exhausting struggle for fresh ideas that actually convert.
Oh yeah, ad fatigue is so real. You know the drill. An ad that was absolutely crushing it last month is suddenly getting ignored today. This puts you in this constant race to produce new images, new copy, new variations, new concepts, and that process just drains your budget on photo shoots and designers, and it eats up time that you could be spending on, actual strategy. It is the #1 bottleneck for scaling your ads.
But what if there was a way to just smash right through that bottleneck? Let's talk about the solution, because it's a whole new way of thinking about ad creation that pretty much turns this entire problem on its head.
We're calling it the static ad machine, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a simple process that uses AI to instantly generate brand new ad variations from images you already have. And the most crucial part, the part you really need to hear, it's free. We're not talking about waiting weeks for a new batch of creative, we're talking about getting them in minutes.
So what's the magic behind this? Well, the type of tool making this all possible uses a new kind of generative AI. But listen, this isn't just another text-to-image generator. No. Its real superpower is the ability to intelligently edit and remix existing images with unbelievable precision. That is the absolute key to this entire system.
Okay, so let's get into the first core tactic here. How do we take what's already working for us and just crank it up to 11? This is all about multiplying your best performing creative. First things first, right? You have to know what a winner actually is. So you dive into your ad account, and this is super important. You use what's called incremental attribution. That's what tells you which ads are actually bringing in new customers, not just getting the last click. You're hunting for your top spending static images that are performing above your average return on ad spend. Those are your golden geese.
And once you've found that golden goose, the process is so simple it's almost silly. You just pick one element you want to change. Maybe it's the product they're wearing, maybe it's the color of something. You give the AI an image of the new thing, and then you just tell it in plain English, hey, swap this for that.
And boom, just look at this result. It's wild. On the left, you've got the original winning ad. On the right, the AI-generated version. It is the same model, the same pose, the same lighting, but he is now wearing a totally different product. The AI understood the context and made a nearly perfect swap, creating a brand new ad variation in literally minutes.
Okay, so that's pretty powerful, right? But what happens when you're feeling tapped out on your own ideas? Well, let's get into the second technique, which is how you can legally borrow the best, most proven ad layouts from anyone in your industry. I mean, just let this quote sink in for a second. The ability to take your brand's own photography and seamlessly drop it inside a competitor's proven ad template in under a minute, it's a total game changer for creative inspiration.
So how do you even find these proven templates out in the wild? Well, you look for one key signal: longevity. Check this out. This ad from the brand Talentless ran for 356 days straight. A company does not run an ad for nearly an entire year unless it's insanely profitable. That long runtime is a massive, blinking sign that the layout, the template itself, is a certified winner. And this right here is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. On the left, you see that proven Talentless ad. On the right, the AI has taken that exact template, the pose, the vibe, the whole thing, and perfectly swapped in a new model and a new product. You're not stealing their ad, you're using their proven structure as inspiration for a brand new asset. It's just incredible.
So we've got these two amazing tactics, right? But the real magic happens when you stop thinking about them as one-off tricks and start seeing them as a full-blown, sustainable growth system. And it looks like this, the creative flywheel. Step
Step 1, you create a bunch of new ads with the AI. Step 2, you analyze their performance for a week, maybe 2. Step 3, you scale the winners and you pause the duds. And then, and this is the most important part, you iterate, feeding what you just learned right back into the machine by improving your winners and remixing more competitor templates.
And what this does is it creates this incredible non-stop cycle. It's self-perpetuating. You are constantly feeding your ad account with fresh creative that's already been pre-validated either by your own data or by your competitor's success. That creative bottleneck we talked about, it's officially broken.
And that really leaves us with one big question to chew on. In a world where the ability to produce a beautiful, high-quality ad is no longer a barrier when it becomes instant and basically free, where does the real strategic advantage in marketing actually lie? That's definitely something to think about.